Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, good morning from the UK, south coast of the UK. Good morning, Tina, who's going shopping, and John Farrell, good morning to you. I'm watching Facebook chat, YouTube chat, Twitch chat. We're going to have a little go around about 3 or 4K of the new world. It says join event. Not yet, we're not ready. We're going to do a few kilometres. Only about 3 or 4 on our new world, Makuri Islands. Well, that's the over-encompassing word for what actually will be a number of different places, of which this is the first. Yumezi? Hang on, what's it called? No, I've already forgotten the name of it. Anyway, we're going to do about 3K, I think, 3 or 4K. I'm just going to share this to a different page. Just bear with me a second. And then I'll get running. share it if I can find it. Where's the live stream gone? I assume we are live on Facebook. Yes, there we are. Okay, share. Share it. Yeah. Share it to the Facebook page. Do it to a group or a page? Share to a group or a page? I'm sharing it to a group. Oh, yeah, that. So this is Yumezi. Like I say, it's going to be, the very first one of a number of worlds which will be incorporated, or a number of islands which will be incorporated into the Makuri Islands group. So this is the first one. So this is quite a nice initial view, isn't it? This little village here. Right, so let's get going. Go up to 10 kilometers an hour. Some actual running in. So after this, we'll do about 3k on here, and after this we'll go and jump over to the Film My Run 500. We'll keep the stream live. Hello to Cherry, watching while working. Yes, so this is Yumezi. So keep your eyes open, see if you spot anything interesting. Some parts of it definitely look like France. There's Mount Fuji over there. Ian Matthews is coming to join. Hello, Ian. So Ian, you can see just behind me there. Cherry says, a very nice landscape. Yes, initial thoughts are that it looks pretty. So this is not the Tokyo that we expected. So they definitely surprised us there. Whether we get Tokyo or not. Yumezi, okay. G or Z? Yumezi. Okay. John Hancock's just telling me he thinks it's pronounced Yume and then J-I. Yumezi. Okay, hopefully we won't make too much of a mess of the pronunciation too many times. But yeah, this is what we think. We think that this Yumezi is the first island in a number of islands that will, or a number of expansions to Makuri Islands. Cherry says she actually ran the real Mount Fuji 2 years ago, which is pretty impressive. Where's Ian gone? Ian was with me 1 second ago. Now he seems to have disappeared. Or have I gone the wrong way? Then I've gone the wrong way as always. As usual. I think I'm going right. I think Ian's gone left. So there are a couple of villages, or 2 or 3 villages on the island. Oh, GP Llama right behind me. Let's give him a ride on. Oh, he's just whizzed right past me, look at that. Ah. There he is. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the new world, not that I can answer them any better than you can probably do it, but I'd be happy to see if I can answer anything. There are no running routes, or no run-only routes, unfortunately. I was hoping for some run paths, some run-only paths. Oh, Ian says, how did I end up turning left? Sorry, Ian, I don't know. But there are eight cycling routes. So 8 new badges for cycling. If you're into cycling, you can get 8 new cycling badges, but none for running, unfortunately. Which is a real shame, because running has been around for a while now. And you would have thought that they could at least put something in for us. So I'm a bit disappointed on that front. We should have had 1 or 2 extra badges or routes or something just for runners. I know we're not paying a subscription fee. I know all the money comes from the cyclists, but we have been a thing for a good 2 or 3 years now. So running does deserve a little bit of input. So the fact that there's nothing here for runners, apart from, I mean, obviously we've got a new world and a new road, we can run on the same roads as the cyclists, but it'd be nice to have something running specific. So I must keep an eye on the time. We can't run for very far on here because we're jumping over to the Film My Run 500, which is in France. So we'll do another 15, maybe we can get away with 20 minutes max more running around here. It just gives you an initial impression of some of the scenery, some of the countryside if you haven't already seen it. I know a lot of people got on early yesterday. Obviously it depends what time zone you were in. But also you could just change the clock on your computer. So you download the update and then change the clock so it read today, and then you could run on the world. Right, we're going on the castle path. Okay, we'll stay on the castle path. Or do you want to go to the village? No, let's stay on the castle path. Make sure my camera angle's going to change where we're going.
Ride on!
Ellen Pym, thank you very much for the ride on. There are quite a few bits of elevation on here as well. If you want to do elevation, if you want to increase your treadmill incline, I did try and get the Zwift HQ to change the Film My Run 500 to this world for today, but they weren't able to do it in time. They said they're not scheduling any events on here until which I can't remember when they said now, but not for a little while anyway. When it goes on to full rotation. My main camera here is very dark at the moment, isn't it? Whereas when I look at camera 4, it's much brighter. We need to mess with some settings to just get it to look a bit brighter. Because it's exposing for the background, isn't it? It's not exposing for me. Change anything. See, that's camera 4, which is the same make and model of camera, and it's much more brightly exposed, possibly a little overexposed actually, but yeah, I kind of prefer that though to the main camera, so I might fiddle with the settings and see if I can get the main camera to be as bright as that one. See, look at the difference there. Anyway, we're on the Sea to Tree route. Sea to Tree is 3.3 kilometres long. Ian Matthews has managed to get back and join me. So yeah, we're on that route, which is a very short route, the shortest route there is. And if we can carry on a little bit after that, we will. Minutes till we need to join Film My Run 500. Well, look at that big air conditioning unit. That's what I need in this shed here. So we're going to the marketplace. Straight on to the marketplace. So Ian, we're going to the marketplace, okay?
Right on!
Thanks for the ride-ons there. Oh no! YouTube chat not working. Hang on, I'll make it work. Right, Castle Outskirts, right turn, I think. Castle Outskirts, looks like I'm going right. Ian. I'd quite like to go to the marketplace though, but never mind, too late now. Right, let me see why YouTube chat isn't working. I don't know why. That's a bit strange. Let me try that one. TV Guy AU. Yeah, that's really weird because the title is the wrong title. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Ian, I must have been a bit late with that because I've gone right. You're not behind me again. So Chris Nolan. So I've just made the connection, I think, between Chris Nolan and TV Guy AU. So if I can remember that, I don't have to keep saying TV Guy AU. I can just say Chris Nolan. So Chris is hoping to join us for the Film My Run Video 5K on Friday, tomorrow. So it'd be great if you can do that. And anyone else who's watching, if you want to come and join us for the Film My Run Video 5K, that's tomorrow evening, UK time, 8 PM. And that's just after the final Zwift Running League race. It's a relay race at 7 PM tomorrow. So Ian, I'm sorry, I don't know if I went the wrong way or you went the wrong way there. We're going through a village now. There's a nice overhead view. And there's a good view of Mount Fuji in the distance. I wonder if we'll get a climb up Mount Fuji at all in any future update. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, 23 minutes past 11. So we've got 10 minutes. Of running before we need to jump over to the Film My Run 500. So take a good look around at our first impressions of Yumezi on the Makuri Islands world. As I said at the beginning, we think this is going to be the start of a number of different places within Makuri Islands. So Makuri Islands is plural, and this is one of them. And we're expecting, perhaps, that we'll get some more. So Yumezi, as I think it's pronounced, is the first one. Look at the claw on the right hand side there. Look, the big crab claw on the right hand side. Oh! Keep trying to get this claw for you. There we are, that's a bit of a better view of the claw. Chris Nolan says, part of me wanted to join the Tokyo Olympic cycling or running courses, but I'm sure we'll enjoy this more in the end. Well, we may still get that though, Chris, you never know. We might still get the running or the cycling courses. Fingers crossed anyway. So I don't know if I've actually done the sea to tree route here, because I was under the impression it was a trail route. So I think I may have gone wrong at the beginning. But it's nice just to have a vague overview of some of Yumezi. So we should be able to get 4 kilometres in before we have to jump over. So we'll do another 500 or so metres. Ryan Perring says GP Lama is currently riding a route that climbs up through a forest on trail. Looks so nice. The couple of minutes I've seen. Yeah, well, I thought that Sea to Tree, which is what I think I'm on at the moment, or thought I was on, I thought Sea to Tree was a trail route. But unless I've gone wrong, maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm on the wrong route. Maybe I'm not actually on Sea to Tree at all. But yeah, GP Lama just passed me about 10 minutes ago. Shane, I should say. Well, I don't know why I call him GP Lama. Shane, isn't it? Right, 5 minutes or so. Just get to 4 kilometres. Actually, maybe just a little bit more than 4 kilometres. Vidar says, do you like the world so far? Yeah, it's very pretty. I really haven't seen very much of it just yet. This is my first time running on it this morning. I nearly went for a run on it last night, but I thought I wouldn't go against the terms and conditions of Zwift by hacking the world. So I thought I would wait until the morning. So this is my first run on Yumezi. Okay, so I went wrong. Ian says he turned left and ended up on the trail. Okay, so yes, I must have missed that left turn. Okay, thank you, Ian. My camera angle's playing up again, so obviously I missed it when it must have changed it to go straight ahead instead of left turn. So Ian has done a little bit of Sea to Sky. This is not Sea to Sky. Sea to Tree, sorry. Yeah, Andrew Fisher confirms you took a wrong turn. You're not on the Sea to Tree route. Yeah, I didn't think so, because I'm almost certain it was a trail route. Anyway, at least we've seen a little bit of the new world, and we'll be back on here again probably tomorrow. Or maybe even tonight. So we'll give it another 3 minutes on here and then we'll jump over. Ryan says when he's back home on Monday, he's going to jump straight into the new world. I will have run all the routes by then, Ryan. Cherry's going to try after work today. Got 4 minutes to go to the start of Film My Run 500, so we'll do 2 more minutes. Right, Clive's going to run at 6 tonight. Okay, well maybe we'll join Clive tonight then. I always feel the new releases arrive at the wrong time of day for me. Like I did a 40k run yesterday, and then the new world drops. I think, well, I ought to run on it really, but I was sensible, not in terms of YouTube subscriptions or viewer numbers, but just in terms of my own body, I played it safe and didn't go on it. And also, it wasn't actually released, although I had the download. I would have had to world hack it to get to it. So I didn't want to do that. Well, I did want to, but I chose not to. There's some starting pens over there, look. Hello, Amy. So Amy's on. Are you able to run with it? Are you running the 500 or not? No, it's not wrong time of day for you, isn't it? Okay. So 4.5 kilometers done, and we're going to nip over now. Stop and nip over to the Film My Run 500 in Paris. No, not in Paris, in France, over Ventoux. Or Ventop, as it's called. So that's your quick look at Yumezi. See how the Zwift algorithm deals with that. There we are, start line. Right, so I'm going to spend most of this time talking to the participants in the Film My Run 500. Well, the iOS version is out already, Vidar. So if you've got Apple TV, I would imagine it will be available, because it's definitely available on iPhone and iPad. Oh, apparently Clive not feeling well, so he won't be here. Okay, no worries. Big up, Clive. Get better. Hopefully he's all right. Right, so here we go with the Film My Run 500. This is a 500 metre climb where we set our treadmills at 12% incline. Okay, your first time here, welcome. Just don't go off like a crazy. We are doing a slow, controlled, disciplined climb. Okay, we've got the usual few people who decide to run off, that's fine. There is a little bit of lead-in. During this time, we gradually increase your treadmill to 12%. So let's get the treadmill up to 12%. Oh, now I see the message from Clive. Morning, can't make 500 today, been feeling a bit under the weather overnight. Need to have a recharge. Have a good run, everyone. No worries, Clive. Take care, buddy. If your treadmill doesn't go to 12%, just put it as high as it will go. Now, walk it out and get used Andrew Jackson, you don't get route achievements. There are no running route achievements. Okay, and Makuri Islands only has cycling achievements, not running. So you won't get achievement badges for cycling routes. You have to cycle them to get the. And I'm just saying the same thing 3 or 4 times. You get what I'm saying. There are no new running badges to get on Makuri Islands. You will only get cycling badges. Okay, we're at 12%, and we're going to carry on at 12% for the whole run. You may feel the start that this is too easy. Stay with it, keep to the instructions, and by the end, good. This is an exercise, not going off too fast, in saving your energy, in preserving your muscles. We will be working calf muscles, quadriceps, but protecting the hamstrings. So at the arch, I want you to raise your heels and start running on your toes. Your heels should not touch the floor for the rest of the run. Amy, take care, see you soon. Andrew Jackson, yes, it is a bit poo, you're right. We should have had something, shouldn't we? But no. Rob Harrison's got a rest today. Because he had a tough session yesterday by the sounds of it. No worries, Rob. I like to play a little game with myself of keeping my heart rate below 150. Find your heart rate goes higher than that, it's working too hard cardiovascular wise. This is about the legs, not the heart. Right, have fun. Let's get up onto those toes and start gentle jog. Okay, up to 5.5 and start running. Well, when we get to the arch. So you can't see it probably because of the light, but we're at 5.5 kilometers per hour there, and 12% incline here, look. So, short stride length, fast cadence. I am currently at 124 BPM and 161 cadence. Sebastian is 127 and 148 cadence. 148 cadence, Seb. That is a massive long stride length. Ian Matthews is at 178 cadence. No worries, Michael. You do whatever you can. Maria Lau, 162, and what heart rate is 130. Nice. Everyone's cadence looks good, apart from Sebastian, who has a ridiculously long stride length. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. But we love you, Sebastian. So Seb Volt there from Germany. Always a really long stride length, a really slow cadence. So we're nice and gentle, 5.5 kilometers an hour, 12% incline, and just keeping it easy. So, has anyone run yet on the new world? Anyone got any thoughts on it? Anyone got any opinions? What did they think of it? Andrew Cutmore says, good morning, Stephen. Are you filming the Three Forts event this weekend? No, I'm not, Andrew. I've filmed it twice before, so I thought this weekend I would try and give it a bit of a go and try and run it in my quickest time. So I think the fastest time I've done it in is about 4 hours, 20 minutes. So I need to try and be a bit quicker than that this year. What equipment are you using, Michael? Yeah, this camera is really dark, isn't it? I'm Gonna have to do something about that. Too dark. Wonder if I can do it from software. Just temporarily. Try and alter it in the software. That's kind of a bit better, isn't it? There we go. That's software. But I need to do it in camera rather than keep it like that. Very warm here. Stay up on your toes. Full stop. Time for the next speed increase. Up to 6 kilometers per hour now. This next one. Should still all be relatively comfortable. Heart rate 126, cadence 162. .126, 162, very good. Daryl Brown, Michael David. Michael, your heart rate and cadence look about right. Amanda Moore's heart rate is up at 144. That's okay, Amanda. Just keep it steady. Well done, Amanda. Just keep it nice and steady. Try to relax. .138 and cadence 180. Nice short steps there, unless they're a very tall person. I'm definitely still aerobic. That says Michael David. That's okay. You have to be working your heart a little, or you probably would be dead. Yeah, cadence 180, Sebastian. How fast are his legs going? Maybe they're just very short. Did I say very tall? I meant very short. Michael David says, I do try and stay active. Ian Matthew says, yeah, and alive. Yeah, we do want people to be alive. Being alive generally helps when trying to complete this workout. In the past, I have found that dead runners do not finish. If you are new to this session, you will be finding that your calves are now starting to ache a little. This, however, is good, because we want to strengthen those muscles. Ah, nice, Michael. Michael said, I've followed your YouTube for some time. I run a few trails myself. Good. Always good to get out there. Andrew Cutmore says, I ran outside yesterday for the first time in 2 weeks. That was hard work. Too much time spent on the treadmill. Yeah, you don't want it to be too easy on the treadmill, that's the thing. Sometimes especially the Noble Pro makes it feel easy. Whereas this treadmill makes it feel pretty much the same as outdoors. So if you've got a Noble Pro treadmill, be prepared that when you go outside it will feel a bit more difficult. Because the Noble Pro makes it feel quite comfortable and easy running. Because Noble Pro belt slows down on impact more than some more expensive models. So whilst it might tell you you are running at 10 kilometers per hour, your real speed is probably a little slower. Nothing wrong with that. You just need to be aware when you go outside, it suddenly feels difficult. Small price to pay for such an excellent treadmill, though. Sebastian is at 150 beats per minute and 150 cadence as well, steps per minute. Ian Matthews is sweating, but he calls it leaking. Also, the Noble Pro treadmill gives you a bit of a softer ride. Amanda, well done. Good job. Heart rate 151, cadence 163 at 11% incline. Well done, Amanda. Good job. Keep it going. Right, we are not far away from the next speed increase. Half an hour to go. Try and stay up on the balls of your feet. If your heart rate goes too high, try reducing the incline a little, but keep your running warm. Right, 6.5 kph now. Heart rate 132, cadence 168. Heart rate 132, not 132 cadence. Although now my heart rate is 130. Oh well. Andrew Cutmore says, silly question. To level the Noble Pro, is it as simple as using a spirit level on the belt and blocks at the back to level it? It's even more simple than that, Andrew. All you have to do is get Noble Pro to send you the new beta running shoes for the treadmill. They're plastic printed shoes that fit under the back wheels of the treadmill, and that brings the back wheels of the treadmill up and in line, so the treadmill is at 0%. Michael David is going to go to 5k today. Yeah, this run is 4.2 kilometers, so it's a bit of an odd number. Yes, some people like to go 5k at the end of the run. Only 4.2 kilometers for the express purpose of getting to 500 meters of elevation. For every kilometer we run at 12%, we gain 120 meters of climb. So 4 kilometers is 480 meters. So for those amongst us with OCD, we do an extra 200 meters to make sure we get 500 meters. But then those of us with OCD need to do an extra 800 on the flat to make it 5 kilometers distance. OCD equals obsessive compulsive disorder. People who cut the grass on their lawn to exactly 2 inches. People who like all the magazines on the coffee table stacked in order. People who run 4.2 kilometers and have to round it up 5 kilometers. Clive Finnimore, OCD 5k, guilty as charged. Michael Davids hitting 140 mark on the HR. That's okay. $140 is okay. Full stop. Just stay as relaxed as you can. Concentrate on feeling the burn in your quadriceps and calf muscles. If your hamstrings are hurting, you're doing it wrong. There is nothing wrong with power walking. This is just a different method, and for me feels more efficient. And Michael's hams are good. Sebastian says everything is good now after shin splints. No holding on. Yeah, don't touch the sides. Right, coming up to the last kilometre now. Heart rate 137, cadence 167. Full stop. Coming up to the next change of pace. Nice cadence, Michael. Lee Brown has dropped it to 8% elevation. Heart rate 153, cadence 168. No worries. Yes, try and keep a nice straight back. Don't lean in too much. This means you will allow as much oxygen into your lungs as possible and will stop an aching neck. Yeah, you need a strong core, that's it. Doing really well, everybody. Just 1 kilometre to go now. Head up. Drop your shoulders. Breathe easy. Stay on your toes. Trying to keep my heart rate low. Whether I stay under 150, we'll have to see. I usually hit 150 by the end. I usually hit 150 ppm by the end. Currently 141. Mario Lau, 145. Good job, buddy. Well done, Mario. Amanda Moore's at 159 BPM and cadence 161. Cadence is good. Heart rate a little higher, but that's okay. Lots of long, slow runs will bring your heart rate down overall. .700 meters to go. Imagine you are in a 50-kilometer trail race with 10k to go, and you are being caught from behind. There's a hill. You can't afford to walk up it. You have to run. But you still need to preserve energy for the last few miles. In my opinion, this is the most efficient method. If you're not racing, of course, you just walk up the hill. Doing this session will give you extra strength either way. $500 meters to go, no, actually 400 meters to go. Well done everyone today. Well done everyone today. Don't forget the Zwift Running League tomorrow. And then immediately after will be the Film My Run video 5k. So please sign up for those events. And then we will see you here same time next week. Same time next week. Fast as you like at the arch, but stay on your toes. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Take care. I've managed to keep my heart rate below 150. Oh yeah, 149. Look at that. No! No! It just changed to 150. Unbelievable. It was at 149 and then just at the end there, it changed to 150. Can't believe it. That's annoying. So that's the Film My Run 500. First time ever that I can remember. I think it's the first time I've ever managed to stay under 150 beats per minute for all the run. It only went to 150 when I actually finished right at the very end. So I'm pleased with that. And I think that's to do with the 3 long runs I've done this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I did long runs every day. And that's the key, isn't it? The key is long, slow runs. That brings your overall heart rate down. So the more long, slow runs you can do, the better your heart rate will be on events like this where you're wanting to try and keep it low. There's definitely a fitness element there that has shown today. Normally I finish at about 155, 154, 155 BPM. Today, okay, it hit 150 right at the very end, but after I'd stopped running. So that is definitely, in my eyes, that is a fitness gain that has happened in the last 3 days when I've been doing long distance, slow running. So there we go, that's that. Okay, we're done here. Clive, are you running tonight, do you think? I'm just wondering what to do tonight because I'd like to go around the New World if I can. Let's see what events are on just for the heck of it. So tonight we've got the Lonely Goat Running Club at 6. We've got a group 10k at 6:10. Thursday's Zwift Long Distance Runners race at 6:30. Okay. Como si te persiguiera un oso by Peta Z. Couch to Sky K. That's at 7. Pack Beginners at 7:45. Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month run at 8:30. But I think we need to go on the new course, don't we? We need to go on the New World. So I think we might have a little go on the New World tonight. Just another short one tonight. That's it's worth doing just to see another bit of the New World. So we will go on Makuri Islands tonight. About 7 o'clock probably, 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's what we'll do tonight. Okay, thank you very much everybody for joining. We will see you tonight. Well done everybody who took part and take care. Yeah, Susie, you tonight. Bye.